in the studio with Kim and Marla from Philanthropy, and we're going to find out what's new there besides having Marla in the office now. Kim?
Good morning. You know, I loved watching that video from the Sydney Foster series because my sister played the violin with Sydney Foster back in the day. So it really brought back some nice memories when I saw that. So it was really delightful. But I'm super excited. So for residents who are new to Greenspring, I'm Kimberly Nelson, Director of Philanthropy here with our philanthropic office. And for our residents who've been here a while, they know that we've had an opening in our office for a bit of time. I'll just say a bit of time. And we were really looking to find the right fit, the right person, because it is really that, it is a complicated position and an important position with lots of detail and information. And we're super, super excited that we have found the right person.
I think you have
from within Greenspring. We didn't have to go outside our gates. We were able to promote from within. And so I would like to officially introduce Marla Masakayan.
Thank you.
From a face from the fitness center.
That's right.
From the Zumba classes that you may see here on Village in Motion.
And the chair cardiac exercises.
Yes, the cardiac and all that.
That's
so
right.
she is still going to be doing those exercises on her own. Not here at Greenspring.
That's true. That's true.
But she is still here at Greenspring, and her new role is as the philanthropy coordinator in the office here down in Village Square. And so I thought this is a good time for residents to just know a little bit more about Marla, because I think many residents know her from her experience in the fitness center, which I'd love her to highlight, but she also has other experience which helped bring her to the philanthropy role. So I thought I'd turn the floor to you and let you tell us anything and everything.
Well, thank you for your kind words. I very much appreciate that. I am returning to my former career. Fitness was my second career.
Okay.
So when I found that there was an opening in philanthropy, I thought this is something that I can really fit into. And I wanted to stay in Greenspring Village. I love the residents and the employees here. So I thought, I think I have the background for it. I used to work in several corporations and trade associations, but what we mainly did was fundraisers for candidates and political action committees. And there was a lot of detail involved in the process of each of those. And I like that, and a lot of computer work and trying to get data and the follow-up and so forth. And it also tied in with, we did meetings and event planning, and that was one thing I really enjoyed doing as part of that fundraising project that I used to do with every one of those different
That's great. Sound like a perfect fit.
Yes, I think so.
So Marla was part-time at the fitness center. She's now full-time in philanthropy. You will see her in the office Monday through Friday. She is an early riser.
I know. She's there while I'm doing my early morning walk.
If you are doing your early morning walk, she is probably going to be there, either coming to or from. You will see her. So, and there's still chocolate in the office.
Oh, yes.
Oh, good.
So just because she's from the fitness center does not mean the chocolate went away. It was not replaced with apples and oranges.
No,
no. So I wanted to reassure residents that to please come see Marla and stop by and just welcome her, but also know that if you're needing your year-end statements maybe for last year, as you're starting to do taxes, Marla can get that for you. So she has learned how to pull that information out of the computer.
Out automatically?
Right now, I'm not going to send it out automatically because I think that would be just a little too big a task for her at the moment.
Okay.
So I would say that if you have, we always send out a receipt when you make the check. And that receipt is sufficient for tax purposes. But if you have misplaced it, if you think maybe you've only found 2 receipts and you may have made 3 gifts, for example, then please call the office. Marla can pull what's in the system and she can get that statement into your cubby.
Okay. Real
So that's easy for her to do, and that probably is the easiest. As a reminder, we have had quite a few questions about the Staff Appreciation Fund.
Oh, okay.
And that is not tax deductible.
Right.
And so I just like to make sure residents know that the charitable funds that have a tax deductible possibility, depending on your taxes and if you went to the gala or not, what percentage, is the Benevolent Care Fund and the Scholarship Fund. So those are the 2 tax deductible charitable donations here at Green Spring for 2018.
I'm curious as to why the other one is not, because there's something about tax deductible on tips and so on, and I would think that would fall in the same category.
No, so think of it like when you go out to dinner or you take a taxi and you tip the driver. When you tip the driver, it's not tax deductible for you.
Oh, okay.
When you tip the waiter or waitress, it's not tax deductible for you.
I thought there was some kind of a tax deduction there.
Yeah, so there is not. So that is, so sort of think of it that way.
Yeah,
It's,
right.
It's a tip in essence, it's income in essence to the other person.
Sure.
So it is not, but it is not deductible because it's not for a charitable intent.
Okay.
The employee is not the charity.
Yeah, okay.
Versus Green Spring is the charity for Benevolent Care Fund. You're
Right.
not giving to a specific person or but just a general cause, if that is helpful.
Yeah.
So,
You might want to, since we have so many new residents
yes.
constantly, I mean, it's coming in, and the first 6 months they're confused over what's going on at all. But maybe explain about the Benevolent Care Fund.
I'd be happy to. So the Benevolent Care Fund is really what I call the residents' safety net. The Benevolent Care Fund is our promise to residents at Green Spring who uphold the spirit of our contract that if you run out of money through no fault of your own, Green Spring and the Benevolent Care Fund help supplement whatever income you have to cover the cost of your bills and your care.
Right.
And that is really a lovely mission that you don't see everywhere.
No, you don't.
And it really is about neighbors helping neighbors. It's all about how the Green Spring community helps each other for the greater good. And the Benevolent Care Fund is completely anonymous from the standpoint of who is receiving support or assistance.
I have talked with a couple of people who felt like they needed some help, but were concerned about asking for it, feeling that, I don't know, maybe they should have budgeted better or something, but they, rather than even finding out if they're eligible for it.
Yes. Oh, well, I hope if anyone is having questions or concerns, to please see Cody in the finance office, our director of finance. See Cody, make an appointment to say, you know what, I have questions about Benevolent Care Fund. I'm not sure when I'm going to need it or if I need it or how it works. And he can help you with that information.
Good.
The thing to keep in mind is that the Philanthropy office will raise money for the fund, but we do not distribute or determine distribution for the Benevolent Care Fund.
That comes strictly through finance.
That is through finance and administration. It is a very small circle of who has access, and that's really on purpose for confidentiality.
Of course.
Our office does not even know who is needing the Benevolent Care Fund. We will know that there are 11 people using Benevolent Care Fund between Independent Living and Garden Ridge. We'll know that. But we will not know what those 11 names are.
Or how much they're getting.
We just know sort of big numbers. And I really appreciate that commitment to confidentiality because we want our residents to know that they're getting the same service at Green Spring no matter where they live, no matter how the bill is paid. And we think that's really critical to part of our mission and really our family atmosphere here at Green Spring. So we're really excited. And then the other fund is the scholarship fund, which residents will hear more about in the next month or two, because we always kick that off in the spring. But it's where we give college scholarships to high school students who work at Green Spring, who meet criteria based on the application. And that's really exciting. So more
you're
info,
going through your
more info
interviews
coming
right now.
We are. So more information coming as the committee continues to work right now behind the scenes, and Marla is getting her hand in that and learning that process. So she really jumped in at a busy time.
Oh, yes.
And so just give us patience, but we will get to it and answer your questions. And so we're real excited. But I know we're also probably, the time is going quickly.
Oh, yes.
And I wanted to just do a couple announcements.
Okay.
Because you and I are both in pink today.
Yes.
And today we have Family Feud. I don't know if residents knew that Community Resources is doing a very fun, they're calling it Battle of the Sexes. So the women are supposed to wear pink. I think they said the men are to wear red just because it's Valentine's.
Oh.
But they are doing sort of the Green Spring version of Family Feud, and it is free, even though they'd like folks to pick up tickets to make sure we have a seat for everyone. But that's this afternoon at 2 o'clock.
Okay.
So that's kind of fun. The other thing going on is I wanted to just talk a quick minute about Treasure Chest.
Okay.
So
That's what we have is 1 minute.
1 minute, okay. So Treasure Chest this Friday is really our last big blowout sale for Treasure Chest. Our residents know with repositioning, lots of things are moving and shaking. And I really appreciate all the resident volunteers who are helping in Treasure Chest to help us sort of close it down for a minute or two so we can get reallocated to a new location in a couple months. Next weekend, so which is the 22nd, is when they'll sell like the fixtures that are in Treasure Chest. So some of the bookcases and that kind of thing. So if you're looking for some furniture items, like some of the bookshelves and things that they're using for display, because when we move to the new location, we're getting some new things. So we won't need to take those. So keep in mind that all the, what I call the tchotchkes and goodies are this Friday. And then the furniture and fixtures that are, you know, things on the wall and holding things up are next Friday. So please come down and do some last minute shopping and some good deals.
Okay.
And we thank you. Did I hit our 1 minute?
I think you did.
Woo! Marla did it. Yay.
Thank you so much for coming
you.
in, and
Thank you.
congratulations, Marla, on your
Thank
new
you so
position.
much.